Hello and a very happy new year. Glad you can join us for another show. This is the award-winning Nollywood Uncut on the award-winning Best TV station, Channels TV. And I'm Koishi Tadi, your host. In this show, we tour with Nollywood stars in the thespian space and see winners in this year's In Short Film Fest. And let the journey begin. First up is the musical sequel, Fela's Republic and the Kalakuta Queens, which tells the gripping story of the women popularly known as the Kalakuta Queens who stood by Fela during his triumphs and travails. Then we go to Emoto, the reenactment of another Nigerian great woman.
As the holiday season draws closer, a modified version of the Bolanle of St. Peter's Afrobeat-laden musical Fela's Republic and the Kalakuta Queens relaunches at the theatre. Opening night for the musical, which chronicles the stories of the many queens of the legendary and dexterous saxophonist, singer and performer Fela Anikulapo Kuti, attracts dignitaries and very important people. Fela's story has been told time and again, but this time, BAP Productions set out to tell it from a different angle.
For me. Alake, are you not happy for me?
I'm very happy. So are you ready?
Alake, I'm not ready.
Since when did Kewe begin to fear entering Kalakondo?
Since the last time we Fela no happy with me now. You know say Fela no happy, you man no go happy.
So prepare him his favorite, beans and plantain.
Now the problem be that Alake, Fela no they enjoy my beans and plantain.
So let me go and meet Fela. Since I know how to cook beans and plantain. And I will tell him that you said you can't.
You don't do. Alake, thank you very much. You don't do.
Come here.
I say I no one here.
Whether the chick cries or not, the hawk will still strike.
Alake, are you planning to take my place?
I mean, no. Fumilayo, you know how she can be sometimes. But don't worry, I have your back.
Alake,
nobody will take your place. Follow me.
Thank you very much.
Fela's story is particularly unique because he was different. I mean, everyone would attest to the fact that he was different, he's iconic, his music is phenomenal. But what we're doing is telling the women's stories because people tend to forget that there were women in his life. And these women kind of like just disappeared. So what we've done is we brought them out. We're telling the people, we're telling the world what they experienced, who they were.
Hey, better close that window.
Millennium.
I don't want mosquito make it finish me.
Chief.
I did not see today paper.
Have I never read down?
Go. See this one. Now, 61 billion naira. One man.
Again.
They go just say steal body anyhow for this country, man. They thief, they go. No conscience, so no consequence. Nothing. Who go fight corruption for this?
Baba, consequence supposed day now.
Which kind of consequence they talk?
Baba, they don't talk, say the consequence, now the new tenor.
See this man. I better come off here, which consequence they talk? When? Every day my people they inside for
Suffering and smiling.
Every day my people they inside for
Suffering and smiling.
49 sitting, 99 standing.
Suffering and smiling.
They go back themselves like Sandy.
Suffering and smiling.
They wait, they fit like more.
Suffering and smiling.
Every day not the same thing.
Suffering and smiling.
Every day not the same thing.
Suffering and smiling.
Oh, you got these bloody criminals.
Fela's Republic and the Kalakuta Queens gives a unique insight to the life of the Kalakuta Queens and the trials and tribulations they endured standing by Fela and standing up for what they believe in.
Baby.
Baby, if I see all of you 4 or 5 times a week, no be that.
Now, but
I be on a walk me, I no do.
You know, be dying now, Fela. Me.
My black beauty.
My black president.
Yeah.
Fela. I don't miss you now.
Miss you.
Fela. Oh, Fela. It be like say something in my eye. Now your nose is there.
I don't say anything there.
Fela, look well now. Now
Eh?
because you don't want to see him. Oh yeah, make we go inside, go come am now. Fela.
We don't feel come out here.
Fela, now what for you? Now for you, you want come out. I be you want cause World War III. I beg. No, Fela, me self, I want.
Take on stop this sort yourself.
What's the worry?
Stop this.
Fela had many queens, and the women who portrayed them on stage were dedicated to accurately sharing their stories.
Calm down, Jare. Now hustle with the hustle, you know now. Survival of the fittest.
Tell me, what is the difference between you and those that try to steal votes?
Now the same hustle now. Like you know they get
all of una no reach me for you.
I hope people just see that there's talent in this country. That's the first thing. I want everyone to know that we are really talented. We can tell our own stories better than anybody else. Nigeria has problems. I mean, how can you be having a conversation 40 years ago and still having the same conversation now?
I go beat you, I go nearly kill you.
Plays provide a beautiful way to tell important stories that can be understood by everyone.
The icing on the cake is having the original queens here. It's not easy bringing them down. At times they don't want to come out, but you know, they always give us that respect and come out. It's good to let people know that what we are doing is actually based on a true story, it's not fiction, and that we have actually the original queens alive that can testify to this. So I do hope that people learn a lot from this and learn to support the theatre, and also know that you can get entertained in theatre apart from other ways. We don't know how to spend their pastime, but theatre is a fantastic way to do that.
This vibrant story was made possible by contributions from Fela's first child, Yeni Kuti, and first-hand stories from some of Fela's queens who were also in attendance at opening night.
We're not in it for as a way of making money. We hope it will make money, but and we know it is commercially viable. But we just want to elevate the art of theatre, bring it back to a certain degree. And we're not the only ones doing it. I mean, Bolanle Austin Peters is doing it. Other people are doing it as well. So we're not alone. I'm glad we're not alone in that.
Come down and bless this union. Let the celebration continue.
Kalakuta was a market woman in the early 1400s, and she was responsible for protecting the would-be king at the time and saving him from his brother who tried to kill him. And in return, she was given the title of the Iyeke of Benin. And till today, she's one of the most venerated mothers in Edo State, and her statue is there in Benin at the Oba Market where she actually lived till date.
Well, I won't bother you any further. You said you've never been to Seluku. So how then could we have met indeed? Actually, my journey to Benin must continue now. I thank you for your time. I won't bother you.
Kota stood firm to get for due process. This was not supposed to be the Oba. And she gave her life to get for that. So it just resonates. Do you understand? In Nigeria of today, you get where anything just goes. Do you understand? So you take away that need you get to want to be a true Nigerian.
Now take this message back to your kingdom. From this day hence, you will pay a sizable tribute to Ubini or be branded as an enemy of the crown. The crown will no longer bear the cost of protection you all enjoy under our might and presence. Anyone who attempts to contest this edict will be considered a traitor. Let them go. People of Ubini, hear your king. The people of Agor have declared themselves the enemies of Ubini. And I swear by my crown, we will pay them in kind. This celebration is ended.
It took a degree of psyching. I personally had to go into a lot of research into the character, into the story, and the director also did a lot of work. But I knew that a lot was expected of me, and I needed to tell myself, you can do it. I actually needed to transform myself into the Benin situation of those days. And of course, I sincerely hope I came out fine with it.
He that is to come draws nearer, and your kingdom shall be toppled and trampled underfoot.
Seize her! You!
Man and his limited thinking. They think they are masters of their fate, when in truth, they are nothing but puppets in the hands of Usanubwa.
It's a story that needs to be heard. So you'll go away with education, you'll go away with great entertainment. The show is full of music, dance, great script by William Benson and directing as well. And I don't think there's a dull moment. You know, beautiful costumes. You always know what's coming next. You always want to know what's coming next in the play. So I think full family entertainment.
There are better ways to tell the story, to show the strength of women and also to celebrate them. And that's what A Motors stands for. And if you look at it, ever since she died up until date, every king that comes to the throne still goes there to venerate her.
InShot International Film Festival always ends the year every year. For the marketers and the investors, it's a quick look at who is bankable for the new year. For the film enthusiasts, it's a matter of who has the magic touch as new entrants. Here are the highlights as judged by the serious jury made up of top industry captains.
The future of the industry is with the young people who are making these shots today. And it gives me hope. A lot of people from the diaspora are coming in right now. There are lots of well-trained filmmakers. And a lot of people are also learning on YouTube as well, you know, apart from attending local film schools here. So there's hope. There's hope. Production values have risen. With cinemas, there's greater competition because you know that the audience is unforgiving. If it's not good enough, a week, maximum 2, they'll dump you and they'll move on. Because there's great competition, especially in that space. And so if you've got to do it, because you have to invest a lot of money in P&A, that's publicity and advertising. And if you don't do something good enough, you lose big, you know? But the gains are also very big. And so people are more deliberate, and they're producing greater films right now. And if you look at the results at the box office, our movies are competing with the movies from Hollywood neck to neck, and in some cases beating them. So it just tells you that the future is bright.
I'm happy that we're beginning to appreciate short films in Nigeria, and with a festival like this, it's really interesting. And because I run a film school, I encourage my students to do short films. So I'm very excited to be at this kind of festival.
Short films generally are supposed to be like testing grounds for upcoming filmmakers, young filmmakers, or anybody who wants to go into filmmaking will test the waters by making short films, ideally, because you are able to gauge your ability and acceptance of your works. So in short, is most welcome in the sense that it provides this upcoming entrance into the industry the opportunity to experiment with what they've learned, you know, so that it will, in a way, leapfrog them into the mainstream.
I don't go interview.
Oh, I use God follow you, eh?
Mama, I do come out for this place.
I go do come out. How you doing now?
They say we should expect a call in a week's time.
Hey.
Yes, I'll be there. Mama!
You better get money to chop, they go date.
Mr. Onajiti.
What I want to tell my mama.
Mama, time they go.
You have ruined me.
To the crew, to the cast, to everybody that has made this possible, I really want to say thank you. Thank you so much.
You can get this prints in the morning. If you want to have a photo shoot, you have to book an appointment.
Do you feel good when you take pictures?
That's none of your business. I don't know who you are or what kind of trouble you're in. I would like you to be gone in the morning. Look outside, it's morning. Why are you still here?
It's been ringing all night. And I know there's another woman suffering on the other side.
Shut up! Shut up! And this is a photography studio. So yes, I take pictures.
Your work is so sad.
You think so?
For doing this job. Thank you.
The award for
Also, I would like to dedicate the award to the creator of the program, Dr. John Momo, OON, who created the platform. I always tell him that the truth is that when he first created the program and said, I like a new program on Nollywood, specifically on Nollywood, I, as the head of department of lifestyle, I assumed it's another work that he's giving on to me. But later, as things have shaped out, this program has won awards in different film festivals for its contribution. I'd like to thank you once again for this award.
Thank you very much.
Like a short film, I'll be straight to the point. No time for long thing, I'm not joking at all. It's been a long time coming, and I've been waiting. Now I want to show you that you mean everything, everything to me. In short, everything I do is for you.
And that's it for this show. We have a lot more of new stuff for you in this new year. So please stay tuned. Until next time, I am Koyesho today asking you to aim high, shoot for the moon. If you miss, you'll probably end up with the stars.